Welcome back to Missouri River Bottom for episode 24. I'm BP, and in today's episode, we finish planting the corn and sell our clothes from the production. So as you guys saw, we got the corn into the mega field on that time lapse coming into the episode. We are over here in our chopped corn field, just getting to work on the headlands. It is a rainy April morning, but we are out in the fields regardless. I'm interested to see how the planter does over this little section here. It seems to be a pretty significant dip in the field. I did try to smooth it out a little bit after harvest, but it didn't seem to make a big difference. So yeah, there's definitely something going on there underneath the map. It'll be all right if we miss one little spot in the field. Not a big deal. So we're going to wrap up the corn planting on this field today. It is the best time to sell our clothes. So they are currently at $10,711, and the max price is $10,964. So we are very, very close. We have 52,000 liters of clothes worth about $575,000. So that is exciting news for us this month. We'll go over and get that stuff done. I did get the grass field mowed at the beginning of the episode while the planters were in the mega field. We can jump over and check out our doits here. We got the whole thing done. Let's run this guy back to the farm. Let's grab a forage wagon. Maybe we'll even use our new one to pick up with that super wide working with. We don't need it on this field. The Rapide with the windrow arms is certainly plenty big enough for this field, but maybe it'll be fun just to get it done since we're in the rain. Get it done a little bit more quickly. Now, I did look at the crop calendars for soybeans, and interestingly, soybeans have a 4-month planting window, and April is the first day. Now, if I were to plant them today, which is certainly possible, we have enough time, we would be facing the same situation we were in last time we harvested, where our soybeans and our corn were ready together. And that was just a huge harvest day, and I'm not sure I want to do that again. So I'm thinking if we wait until June to put the soybeans in, I think they'll be ready the month after the corn, which will be good, and we'll have a little bit of spacing. And since the soybeans don't sell until summer anyways, there's no rush in getting them into the field and into the silo at the end of the season. There is, what's running over here? Let's see. We have a harvester running. Let's get that turned off. You know, I heard something in the background. So, like I said, no rush in getting the soybeans in. We don't need them out of the field. early in the season. They don't sell till mid-year anyways, so I think it's worth waiting and spreading out our harvesting time so we're not fighting it all and trying to get it all done in one day. Other than that, we're going to use this grass we're going to pick up now to get our sheep topped off. I'm not exactly sure how much grass they're going to be going through in general, but with a full pen and all the animals we have, I expect it to be a lot of grass. So I think it's worth getting the grass and having it kept. We also could look at making a little bit more TMR. I believe we have a bunch of silage left over in the silo, so we'd only need some straw and some hay to get that done. I'm just not sure we need to. We've got several million liters of TMR in the cow pasture, and while we do have a lot of cows, they're not going through it very quickly. So I think this cut, at least of the grass, is going to be primarily for the sheep. Yeah, this is just a silly working with. It's fun to use, but this is just so unrealistic. And I don't play realistically, but this is just silliness. We're going to get this done in like almost 2 passes around the outside of the field and be totally done. So not a great tool for trying to get some work done and relaxing on the farm, but definitely quick, and it's fun. You know, it's fun to play with the big mods sometimes, and you know, when we're working at the cornfield and we have 1.7 million liters of corn, we need bigger equipment. We don't want to be making 25, 30 trips to the silo and emptying the harvesters every half pass. So, you know, it makes sense when the fields are bigger, but I don't think this grass field warrants this size equipment. So there was 1 lap around the outside. Let's see if we get this all lined up. If it is just 2 laps around the outside to get this entire field picked up, would again just be some silliness here. So coming down the home stretch, we get 1 pass down this side and 1 across the bottom if we need it. And I think we got this done in 2 passes, guys. I think that's how ridiculous this working with is. No, not quite. We got to go up 1 more side, but you know, 2 and we'll call it a quarter passes hardly seems reasonable for, I think this is what, a 17-acre field or something. So either way, we have all the grass up. We got over 1 million liters, so that's good news for our sheep. We will run this over. We haven't tried to dump this one in the sheep pen yet. That low-hanging roof tends to make it a bit challenging to get the grass in here with these big forage wagons, but we'll give it a quick try. If not, we'll dump it in the silo and we'll have the JCB run it over here later. But let's see if we can't get, just see if we can hit that trigger. Yeah, we're not getting close to the trigger, so it's going in the silo, not a problem. Get out of the rain, quiet it down a little bit. And 1 million liters of grass heading in. So, looking at our goods, grass, we currently have 400,000. We're putting about 1 million in, so we'll have 1.5 million liters of grass. We have 385,000 liters of total mixed ration. Our cows currently have, let's see, basically 1.5 million liters of mixed ration. So they're in pretty good shape as well. Somehow they get 250,000 liters of silage in there. We must have dumped some in before we had the TMR mixing, so not a big deal. But I think they're pretty good, so we'll use this for the sheep. And as I said, we're up to, let's see, that's 400 plus 500, 900, 1,088 sheep. So we have quite a few sheep. So let's get this put back in the shed. And then I think it's time to grab the manure wagon and go fertilize the grass field. We haven't limed it in several cuts, so something we should definitely check when we're down at the field. see if it needs liming or not. Not go too far into the ditch. I always forget this one has the steering wheels on the trailer, so it'll cut corners a lot sharper than I anticipate it will. Okay, good enough. Let's see how much manure we have in our manure spreader. We did use it on all the fields, getting them ready for planting season. I thought we had a decent amount left, so shouldn't be too much to ask for to get the grass field done. Yeah, 223,000 liters. I think we'll be all right in regards to getting that done. We'll jump up here, set this guy on a worker, have him spread some muck in the rain. It'll all blend in and be just a muddy mess on the grass field, but it'll make for some great grass later on for our sheep and our cows. So after this, we should check the time and go over to our productions, do a little bit of maintenance there, wait for the clothes to be at the best price, and get those sold. I didn't look at which sell point was going to have the best sell price, or at least which one did now, so we can check that out as well. Let's turn around here. We have this course saved. We've used it before. Go to manure, clear the current course, field 23, load that course up, jump back here, and let's start the job. Should be good. All right, rocking and rolling. All right, so while that's working, let's take a quick peek at the cornfield, the chopped cornfield. They are making great progress. They are almost done, guys. Looks like 2 or 3 passes each left, and then they'll be done, so that is excellent news. Let's run down to our productions, and I had to bring some wool down here manually. The wool, the animal product distribution mod we had installed in the sheep pen stopped working overnight, just wasn't picking up the wool anymore, so I drove a batch down and replaced it. Seems to be working fine now. But yeah, we have quite a few items here, so let's start with the clothes. See if we can get just the clothes loaded up without using autoload to grab the dairy products. Actually, want to know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, let's get the dairy products in cold storage, because those aren't due for... When are the dairy products due? Let's see. Cheese is in October, and bottled milk is in October. So we have several months before we're going to be using or selling any of that stuff. I'm going to jump out while that's loading. Let's grab these, just push them up. We don't have any additional pallets that we're waiting on. That's good news. All right, so those are in and loaded. Nope. Got a stop sign. And here we go. Get these delivered. Oh, are we too tall? Oh, we are too tall. Well, might have to do a little bit of unloading by hand here. Yep, got a couple of milk crates that are proven to be difficult. This one on the roof doesn't seem like it should be too tall, but definitely fighting it. Top out and get these loaded in. There's one. Oh, let's not close on the truck here, guys. Let's see, can we reach this one without closing the gate? Nope. Alright, so get this one. Let's pull the truck out. And let's check and see. So 41 pallets, 9 pallets of cheese, 32 pallets of bottled milk. We are filling up our cold storage. It looks good in here still. Still super excited about this mod. All right, so now moving on to clothes. I'm not sure we're going to be able to hold all of the clothes in this truck. Let's see how close we can get. We had, what, 54,000? So we'll have to see how that works out with getting it all down there. But for right now, we should be able to just pull in here and get those delivered. Let's see. Yep, 51,000 liters of clothes. We have them all on this side. I don't think we have anything on this side. Yeah, that side's empty. We can leave that one closed. So 51. Let's see if they're actually here. So it's 6 per row. So 6, 12, 18, 24. That's going to be 27, 33, 39, 45, and 51. So there is a 1-for-1 ratio in the storage here, guys. That's cool. You can actually see all of your products. I think we'll leave the door open for now. Check in on the price of the clothes. Still climbing, 10,729. We got another $200-ish to go. So I think what we'll do is head back to the farm, grab the milk, bring it down here real quick, get it in the production. Just let some time pass and come back in when we're dropping off the milk, and hopefully the price of clothes is better. We are arriving at the dairy with the milk. Remember, we added those 550 brown Swiss cattle last episode. So we have 18,750 liters of milk, which is more than we had for 2 days last time. So the milk is going very well. I'm thinking it's going well enough now. Maybe we should increase our production. So we have cheese, and we have bottled goat's milk. We have condensed milk, which is an interesting recipe. We don't have any sugar, but we can make butter from milk. And I think that's going to be the next thing we start making. So we'll get that cranked up to 300%. Jump out of there. Let's send this guy back to his parking spot. The corn planting on the chopped corn field is done. So we are done with planting for April. The rain has stopped. So we are making good progress. Man, that is cool how those just pop right out. Let's pull up here and get loaded up. We're not quite at the best price for clothes yet, but I figure why not have them loaded up and ready to go. Let's see how many we can hold here. I don't think we're getting all 51 in one trip. Yeah, I'm not quite going to get that many. So maybe, let's see, 4, 8, 7, maybe 11 more. Let's try 11 and see if that's a good number for us. We'll take 11 more pallets and see if I get that math right. We get 2 more rows. We do get 2 more rows. All right, so that's it. So 36 is our maximum capacity. So we should have about 15 left in there. And we do already have some more milk production and a couple more clothes. By the time we get to selling time, we should be in good shape. Why don't we jump back in and check on the manure spreader? Oh, yes, this is his favorite spot. He gets stuck here. I don't know why this guy drives into this field. I think it's every single time he's done it. Let's see. Get his course turned back on. Yeah, it's just... This is that first turn. I don't know why he wanders off course so much, but we'll get him back where he needs to be. Glad we checked on him. All right, let's see. Nearest waypoint. Yep, good to go. He is back on track. Excellent. And just in time for TLX to come back and get parked. So we're in good shape there. So guys, I'm going to let time fast forward a little bit till it's time to sell the clothes. I'll bring you guys back in. I suspect we'll be doing another sale. We are at the silo, guys. I figured it made sense to probably top off the sheep food while we were waiting for the best price for clothes. Since we harvested that grass today for the purpose of feeding them, may as well get it to them. So just about full with our first 250,000 liters. I do believe this pen holds 500,000, and we're about 150,000 liters left. So I think we're going to need a couple of rounds, probably like 1.5 or 1 and a little bit more. So let's go ahead and dump that in, and let's check and see. So the sheep, yeah, they are at 148,000. I'm fairly confident it holds 500,000. Let's see what happens when it's all full. Yeah, so it's going to hold 500,000. So we need another 100K in here. I'll get that put in, and I'll catch up with you guys when it's time to sell the clothes. Good morning, guys. We made it all the way to May. The price of clothes has hovered around the top value, but never really peaked overnight. So I think we're just going to get stuff sold here today. Run down with our first 36,000 liters of clothes down to the bale sales and get these things turned in. We should have more pallets behind the productions, and we got to get the rest out of the storage shed as well. So we'll have 2 loads. Interested to see how much money we make on these. I'm expecting about, I think, 600,000, maybe 650,000 depending on the price for everything we have. Oh, crash counter. There we go. Turned way too sharp with that much load in there. It's all right. Tow company got here, gave us a hand, flipped us back over. We're good to go. So as I said, expecting about $650,000 for the sale of this stuff. We'll go ahead and get the first load delivered and see what we get. All right, that was 377,000. So if that's the case and we have another similar size load, we could get up to 750,000 in there, but I don't think we're going to have a full load for this second batch. While we waited overnight, I did get the sheep pasture, or the sheep feed topped off with grass, so they are good to go. It looks like our wool animal products mod is not picking up the wool again. I'm not sure what's going on with that one. Have to do a little bit of looking between episodes. It seemed to work just fine for several episodes. We just recently started having a problem, so again, not sure what that's about, but we'll give it a quick look when we can. So, all right, this is going to be interesting. How are we going to get this stuff in here? Let's see. I have an idea. Because universal auto load is so incredible, what we'll do is we'll pull up here and let's see. We want tip side left for sure. All right, and what do we want to... There's a thing, a material type, okay, all. We don't want all. Bottled milk, unload. Great. Type butter, unload. Great. Type cheese, unload. So that is it, guys. Just like that, universal auto load saves the day. All of the dairy products out and all of the clothes remained in. Grab the remaining clothes out of here. 15 more pallets. While those are loading, I'm just going to push these to the back. Get them in there. All right, a couple more pallets. Get a little bit closer here for these. And let's see, it looks like 2 more back there. So 24, we had 36 the first time. So we have 60,000 liters of clothes. Not a bad production, not a bad sort of side hustle for us with the sheep and the wool. Definitely more profitable than selling the wool straight up. So thought I would share with you guys. I've been watching a early access preview from Farmer Sim on the new Judith Plains, Montana 4X map, and so far that map looks really, really good. That could coincide with our time coming to an end here on Missouri River Bottom, and that may be a very viable option for us for our next map. So I'm going to check it out, see when the details are, see when it gets released, but just thought that map looked really good. It's a nice 4X American map, just my style. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if that's going to be a good option for us. So we made $377,000 the first time, 261, so that's 5. Made about $670,000 on close. Brings our bank total to $1.542 million. Just a great way to end the episode with a lot of money in the bank heading into May. We'll probably skip May and see you guys in June, where we'll plant the soybeans. But I appreciate you guys joining me, and I think we'll call it an episode there. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to drop a like and turn on notifications for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.